for men. Like, thank God
Mm.
for men. I honestly was overwhelmed by um, just feeling that there is something so special and so beautiful about Adam, about how God created men, to lead, to fill needs, to cover, to serve, to protect, to provide. And I just in that moment felt that ebullient, celebratory feeling, um, that I was having, like we don't express it as women enough. And it is very much it like men are so important. You know what I mean? Like we're not the same. The way, he came up beside me and was like, "You don't need roadside. I got you. I got this. I'll fix it. I'll help it. I'll help you." Like he wasn't asking, he was solving the problem. I mean, because it's obvious you've got a problem here. And it's
Right.
obvious that you're alone and you're sitting in this hot car because you don't know what to do. I mean, these are
Basically.
facts, okay? So,
Hmm.
and obviously, I have a skill set, you know, in me that can handle and fix the situation. And him being able to just leap to it and just do it and to be able to execute it. A woman is not going to do that. A woman might stop and say, "Oh, hey, are you okay? It's all okay. Do you have somebody coming?" A woman is not going to stop and fix your problem, but a man would. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I feel like I don't feel like we celebrate the innate beauty of manhood and the things that God put in Adam the way we should. Like we really should be putting men on a pedestal. And I mean, obviously, as women, but this is not about women. As women, we're bringing things to the table that we should be celebrated for too. Sure, but as men, we should, for men, we should be celebrating and encouraging and you know clapping them up for what they bring to the table because I was in need, like literally, and I'm not even gonna. Well, now I'm gonna cry a little bit, but just to feel like, wow, what am I going to do? You know? And it's not that I can't call AAA. It's not that I can't call some sort of roadside assistance. It's not that it's in the middle of the night. It's 2 o'clock in the day. It's in the middle of the day. It's like I'm 100% safe. And I'm 100% capable of taking care of myself. I am. I've got a cell phone. You know what I mean? Like, I can call the police. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I'm not capable.
You gonna call the police?
Like, I need help, Wait till the
Police!
city sends you a bill. You know what I mean? Like, I actually need to go to I need to go to the hospital because I'm in shock. So send me an
She
ambulance.
said,
Leave
I
the
have a
car.
cell phone too. You mean you have a jack and you have a spare tire? She said, I have a cell phone.
I'm not
I
gonna
need
call.
to
I'm
call
not gonna.
the
You
police.
listen. I'm not changing a tire. But so here I am, 100% capable of taking care of myself. But still,
Look at your
this
phone.
man, you know what I'm saying? Like he did something for me that I was not able to. You know what I mean? Like
I hear you.
you get what I'm
And
trying to say?
didn't he at one point tell you to go sit in the car
Yes, because I
and
was
talk?
feeling bad. Like it's so hot. I'm like I should talk, whatever. My mom. It's one of those things I get from my mom. So I'm like
Yeah.
talking to him, and then I was like, oh, I don't want him to feel like I'm like he's sweating and it's hot and stuff like that. Like I don't want him
Right.
to feel uncomfortable. I was like, lady, let me just do my job. He was like, you know what? It's really hot out here. Why you should sit in the car? Why don't you sit in the car? It's hot out here. And I was like, and he told me to sit in the car because it's hot. I mean, obviously it's hot for him. He's doing the manual work. Um, but yeah, just that spirit of like, you don't need whoever you're on the phone with. You should just hang out with right now. You don't need that
I
person.
got you. I got you. No,
I'm
I
gonna
think
take
I
care of
think
you.
that's a wonderful I think that's a wonderful thing because we're in a time right now where, the feminists have crept up even into the church. And
Yes,
you got
yes.
the
That's
different
the
folks
that's
saying,
the problem.
I can't, no, I got this. There's
I'm
nothing
gonna
more
open the door.
beautiful.
Oh, even the door. Oh, I got it. Don't worry. I'm
I
good.
got it. Don't worry. I got it. I got it. No, no. And I was telling this to my sister the other day that, a man, I don't know if I was at the post office. I don't know what the situation was, but I just remember a man went out his way to hold the door for me. And it was really touching because he was like, he was a Southern gentleman and he was like, "You're welcome, ma'am." He was ma'aming me. And, it's just really hit me. First of all, he has manners and that he was very, very thoughtful. And it really touched me. And I think there's something when men are able just to be men and do what men do, you know, especially in regards when it comes to being thoughtful and taking care of women. And again, women, I'm not related to this man. I don't know this man from jump. I don't know
Mhm,
him.
mhm,
It's just something that was well received by this woman. Like I
mhm.
received it well because I was like, there we go, there we go. And sometimes you get moments to see how rightful when a man
And
is
it
in
did
his rightful
something for you
position.
inside.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And a woman is in her rightful position to receive some of these things. And again, I hope people get what we're trying to say because this isn't something about, we want women to be, that's not it. It's just really just celebrating the fact that men are men and also, having just that counter because oftentimes, when you watch even sitcoms, they still do it to this time. The men are always dumb, don't know nothing, they're always sorry. There's
Can't
like a
even
nat
remember to take out the trash,
can't
like,
remember to take out, don't remember the birthday, oh, you're so, yeah, and it's so like patronizing and so condescending to
mm,
men, and it's disrespectful oftentimes. And most of the time, I don't watch shows like that because to me, it just seems so silly. I'm like, and so trivial. Oh, so the man is always right, and the man is always wrong, and the woman's always right. I don't like those type of jokes, at the expense of men and at the expense of godly manlyhood. You know,
mm.
um,
Godly manhood. Yeah.
godly manlyhood, because no one's talking about, not nice men. We're not talking about those people. We're just talking about, again, godly manlyhood needs to be um needs to be appreciated. And it's just
Yes.
wonderful that you have such an amazing story of a man who just came out the blue. I'll take care of it. You don't need none of them roadside people. Hang up. Matter of fact, sit in the car while I do this work, even though it's like 98 degrees out here.
Mhm, mhm.
And it's not, you know,
Yeah,
it's
it was definitely, and God, it's just amazing how God can just show you so many things through, one small interaction because now
right.
that's what I was left with is just this um, immense sense of appreciation for, as you called it, godly manhood and for Adam, a man as God, created him to be, Adam, like what God put in Adam God did not necessarily put in Eve, and
That is
so we, instead, like you said, like instead of, you know, negative snide remarks, little, jokes at the expense of men, and yes, okay, it's just a joke. No, actually, these are not jokes. And what we need to do is what I would love to be able to see, especially in the body of Christ, is for women to, you know, have a more celebratory spirit and more appreciation, more not just on Father's Day, not just on birthday, like let this be what we do, because we are all valuable. It's not like, oh, uh, to me, I think it's just that feminist spirit, and feeling like we've got to lift ourselves up because we've been so oppressed. We're not oppressed, okay? We're not oppressed.
right. And then also when you find yourself in the right okay, 15. Thank you, phone. When you find yourself in the right situation, couplehood, you're gonna find a man who's gonna be able to appreciate that and clap you up too. So
Yes.
it's not a matter of again finding from a place of deficit. So people, let's just be clear. This is from a place of everybody's cup is full. The man's cup is full, your cup is full. And when you have both cups full, there's a beautiful exchange that's able to happen because everybody has
Mhm,
their own gifting and their own God gave, Adam special traits and, Eve got special traits,
mhm,
So, and then together there's something beautiful, the oneness that
mhm.
happens when man and woman, you know, um, get married and become one. So there's something special about that. So yeah, that's important. Have you been having me on this internet, on Jesus's internet, saying manlyhood?
I was
Did
gonna
I?
correct
I
you.
feel like
I
I feel like
I was gonna
I
correct
said
you. I was just like, she
manlyhood.
said manlyhood. But I did, yeah, I wanted to correct you. Trust me, I did. But then you said it again. I was just
I
like,
said it like twice, and then it's only because
yes,
you said manhood that I said, "Wait, did I just say manlyhood?"
yes, yes, yes. Trudy, I was just like,
Anywho,
hopefully she doesn't use this word a third time.
but yeah, so it's so interesting at the end of the day that you have a wonderful story. You started talking about giving, the importance of giving.
Yeah,
You talked about our mom, talking about how, it's good to give to the poor, God will repay, and how this eventually just segued into you getting a chance to see, how godly manhood is,
I get that one. Yeah.
not to say slow. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's really awesome the way that God works, that one thing can happen, and through that all,
And that God
you're
did not
getting
leave
to
me
see.
stranded, you know.
No, no ma'am, no ma'am, you know, and you ended up with a full heart, correct? Leaving that place with a full heart because you had such a great experience,
Just
and that
overflow.
kind of
Yes.
overflow. And that really, I'm glad I ended on that word heart, because that now segues into, make sure there's several things that we want to make sure we're going to link it in below.
Mhm.
Make sure you pick up a free copy of our fasting toolkit. And also, we're going to link it below. Probably by the time this airs, our July issue of Steeped will be up. And we're going to focus on Heart of a Man. So it's interesting how Tilu had this
Yeah.
wonderful experience that now just really ends up being like what our
It's
episode.
amazing. On the 30th of June, like literally right before July. That was, yeah,
Crazy,
yeah, it was like
crazy.
a nice
So
intro.
yeah, so Heart of a Man, that's our new magazine. It's not episode. What do you call it, Tilu? My
Issue,
brain is just
an issue.
issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about, is the Heart of a Man, and how
And we're
God,
excited.
we are excited because God is really concerned over our hearts, and He needs our hearts to
Yeah.
be in the right place, to be pure hearts, and hearts that are after Him. So we're super, super excited. We're so glad that you joined us for this episode. Can I say that? This uncut, Stay
You
Steeped
just gotta
uncut.
practice that, Cindy, because that didn't work. But go ahead. Keep going.
It kind of did. But uncut. It worked. It worked for me. We thank you so much for spending time with us. We hope that this is edifying to you and it's something to think about. Again, please make sure you read Proverbs um 19:17 and just really ponder that and meditate on that, and how you can be a giver, and also how, um again, it's important for us as a body to be all in our right standings. Us as women, men as men, just to be doing what, to be able to be full. And I like the whole idea of a full cup, to be full and completely um what's the word, grounded, and just secure in who we are as women. So that means that we're able to enter into not only just relationships but just interactions in our fullness, and that's, we're able to show up how we should show up.
Mhm.
So yes, I hope that's clear, but thank you so much. I don't know if you wanted to add anything on to.
No, that's it.
All right, well, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again on another episode of Stay Steep Uncut, Unedited, Unscripted, Unsomething. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.